Some of you might remember my old bike, WK, you know, the thing that fell apart every time I sat on it. Whabam! Here she is. Hasn't been touched in about 10 months. No exhaust. No rear brake. It's royally fucked, but the amazing thing is, she starts up. One problem is it's got no throttle. I mean, look at that. That is useless. That doesn't do anything. But she lives. And yeah, that's how I have to change gear. I have to actually do that. But second gear. Come on. Come on. Here we go. No feet on the ground. She pulls away. She fucking lives. I know you're thinking, why can't you take her out on the road? I'll tell you why. No tax, no insurance. Very certain this is nowhere near road legal. And the speed it will do, oh, it'll blow your mind. Okay, no clutch, no throttle. But that didn't even move. Oh, fuck me, she lives. That's right, well, I might as well tell you exactly what went wrong with this bike in the time of me having it. 5 full exhaust systems, because they kept snapping along here, and as you can see, that's popped out of there, and it's held on with fucking Jubilee clips. It's basically fucked, I think is the technical term. Obviously, it's got no rear brake now. That does absolutely nothing. That's not stock. The stock one went through 200 tail light bulbs, so I changed it. And even that one's fucked. That light, I didn't bother counting how many headlight bulbs I used because I spent so much money. That did have a leather thing on it for comfort, but that went. Obviously, I'm missing the rubber bit off this foot peg. That fell off. And if you can see the underside of that one, I've been scraping that one on the ground, along with the bottom of the crash bar and the exhaust. Oh, that's warm. Of course it's fucking warm. I just had it running, you dickhead. But yeah, it is fucked. I can't sell it. Can't sell it for a couple of reasons. One, no fucker would buy it. Two, I'd be liable. And three, she's my baby. I went through so much on this bike. I've literally poured my blood, sweat and tears into this thing. I can't get rid of it. What the fuck is in that pocket? Dick, that just fucking stabbed me. There it is. Obviously there's quite a bit of rust as well. The seat's fairly fucked. That never attached properly. In fact, it's completely fucked now. That just pulled straight off in my hand. Oh, just fucking stay there. Okay. Yeah, I love this bike, but it annoys me. Oh yeah, this front suspension's so soft, that was hitting my radiator every time I slammed the front brake on. The back brake, when it was working, it locked up all the time. Suspension's stiff as my dick. And believe me, that's stiff. I mean, I've got that sat right there. This is like, bang! I'm struggling to keep it in my jeans, to be honest. Yeah, this is the last time you'll ever see this bike intact. Most of you probably wouldn't even remember me riding this bike. But go back through my old videos and see the fun and pain and struggle I had with this thing, and you'll learn why I love that thing so damn much. People say, oh, KTMs, you must get constant problems. 9,000 miles, not a single problem. This thing, 90 miles, my exhaust snapped in half. Oh, I know which one I'd rather have. Definitely this one, it's comfortable as hell. I mean, I sit on it and I remember why I bought a cruiser. Oh. There's only one thing I trust on this bike, and that is the side stand. Really fucking relaxing. But yeah, like I said, it's not been touched in 10 months. It's got fucked old oil in it. Chain and sprockets are fucked and dry. Fucking the discs are getting rust all over. They were probably rusty before it went into storage. But yeah, that's the last time you'll ever see her. Some of you, it's the first time you'll have ever seen her. I think it's going to be time to strip it down and see what I can keep fairly soon. God, it was a nice looking bike when it was new. Don't know what the fuck happened to it. But yeah, I did have some fun times on this bike. I'll miss her.
Where are you going? Going so fast tonight. Have you ever stopped beside the road to smell the rose of life? Take a breath now. Don't hold it in too long, 'cause you might end up missing out on life's short little song. She's saying